Hello people. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Imani and you are watching Along the Pages. Today is the 4th of July and it is currently 12:36 at night. So really it's July 5th, but it's just really late at night. And so yeah, you may hear fireworks in the background because where I'm from, the fireworks literally do not stop until like the next week after. So the fireworks are still going on. I just got home from family festivities and I'm like, you know what, I've never filmed at nighttime without the sunlight, but I have an umbrella light and I'm feeling myself, you know, I might as well make a video. So here we are. I have decided to do the mid-year book freakout tag. So I have watched videos of this tag and I just want to put out a disclaimer, like tags are not going to be something that are just going to be like one of the staples of my channel because I normally don't watch that many tags, but if it's a good tag then I will watch it, and if it's a good tag then I will do it. So this is a good tag, so this is what we're doing. Okay, so let's just jump straight into it. The first question for this tag is what is the best book you've read so far in 2019? Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. Now this book did not come out in 2019, but the first time that I read it was in 2019. This book, I was about to try and give my own synopsis of it, but we all know what I do in my videos, so let's just get to it. Zélie Adebolo remembers when the soil of Orisha hummed with magic, burners ignited flames, tiders beckoned waves, and Zélie's reaper mother summoned forth souls. But everything changed once magic disappeared. Under the orders of a ruthless king, the Mahi were targeted and killed, leaving Zélie without a mother and her people without hope. Anyway, this book is really just completely amazing. This book made me cry, it made me laugh, it made me like I don't even know the word. It was very lusty. What is the word? There's a bookish word and I'm having such a brain fart that I can't remember the word for it, but it was very steamy at times. This book was just so well-rounded, so good, and I wish that I had written it. It was really good. So yeah, so this is the best book that I have read so far in 2019. For the next question is, what is my favorite sequel that I have read so far in 2019? So that's a bit of an issue because I have not read, I'm not on track of my goal for 2019, so I haven't read as many books to say that I've read a sequel so far, so I feel like I'm super close. So basically, what is the one that I picked? Oh yeah, so I said I don't really know, to be honest, but I guess we can put On the Come Up by Angie Thomas, but I feel like this is a companion book, you know, so it's not really a sequel, so I don't really want to, it takes place in the same universe, but it in no way follows the first book, so not in no way, it does a little bit, but this is not a sequel. Okay, it's not a sequel, and so I don't really want to count this book, especially because this is the only one that I read, so it's just kind of like a cop-out, so I don't want to use this book, even though I really did enjoy this book. I believe I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. So it is a new release that I want to read that I haven't gotten to yet, so that will be Red, White, and Royal Blue. I have not gotten to this release yet, and I thought that I would be getting to it in June. I did not get to it, so hopefully I will be getting to it in this month. I do not have the synopsis, so I'm just gonna try and describe it as best as I know how to. So basically what I'm gathering of this book, it's two male main characters. It's a love to hate relationship. No, hate to love, I'm sorry. It's a hate to love relationship, and one of them is from, I want to say, the UK, and the other one is from the United States, and they end up in a situation where they have to deal with each other and they really hate each other, and then they end up loving each other. I'm pretty sure that's that is what I know of the book, and it just sounds really good, and it just sounds like the perfect thing to read during summer. I have really been enjoying light summer reads. So yeah. For the next question is most anticipated release of the year, and for that I'm going to be choosing Crescent City. I'm going like this, so I really hope that when I edit this and I put the book images up, that it's on this side. So I'm really excited for this. I do not know what it's about. All that I know is it is an adult high fantasy. That's all that I know. And I like how I like to picture it. If you have read any of the if you've read A Court of Mist and Fury or A Court of Thorns and Roses or any of the Throne of Glass books, then just imagine that adultified. Again, that's not a word, but just imagine like if those books were adult books. That's all I'm trying to picture for Crescent City. I'm pretty like I'm sure it's going to be like Rhysand and Feyre on a whole other level. So I'm really excited for that. But the next question is biggest disappointment of the year. For that, I am going to be choosing City of Bones. Not particularly this book, but just the series in general. I have only made it to the 3rd book, so I guess I can't grade it as a whole. But I still am not captivated by this at all. I'm not like thirsty to get to the next book. I'm just like, ugh, I want to get to the next book so I can get to the next series, because I have heard so many good things about the rest of the series. But I'm just not feeling the Mortal Instruments right now. Just not feeling it. It's such a disappointment because I just knew that these books would be a little bit cheesy, but I thought that it would get better, and it still has not gotten better. But everyone says that like I really just want to get to A Clockwork Princess. So I'm just trying to power through these. The biggest surprise of the year. The biggest surprise of the year, that will be, please don't make other ones fall. That will be Saga Volume 1 by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. I did not expect, I'm sorry, this light is low-key giving me a headache right now. I did not expect to really enjoy Saga as much as I did, as much as I am enjoying it because it's a series. I am extremely excited to continue the series. This is sci-fi and fantasy, and I just don't know how else to describe it. If you are not an adult, or I don't know, like if you are under the age 16, I do not think you should read this, but it's just really good. I don't know how to explain it. I went into it not knowing, so I feel like you guys should as well, because if you go into it thinking that you know what it's about, it's really not like that. And anyway, I really enjoyed this. This was a big surprise, and it was a pleasant one. My favorite new author, and that is Christina Lauren, which is 2 people. They are co-authors, and they have pleasantly surprised me this year. I am not a contemporary girl. I am a fantasy fiction, give me a book series with at least 7 books in them type of girl. But for some reason, okay, this summer has got me in the hot and steamy and fun, lighthearted romantic books. And I feel like the best duo author for that is Christina Lauren. And I am enjoying their books thoroughly. I love them so much. And yeah, they're just my new favorites for that genre. So then I have, for question 8, newest fictional crush, and that would be no other than Curtis from On the Come Up. Curtis is just so freaking cute. He's so cute and so sweet. And if you haven't read this book, this is not a spoiler, because this isn't something that is just like life-altering for the book or to you, but there's a scene in the book where maybe, so I'm not gonna say too much about it, but Curtis just did something that was just, it was literally swoon worthy. Like, it was just so sweet. Ah, it's so sweet. And I was just like, at that moment, at that point, I was like, I can't take it. Like, I love him. It was actually a battle between Curtis or Malachi from With the Fire on High, but I chose Curtis because of that one scene. Newest favorite character. So my newest favorite character would be Imani from With the Fire on High. Not just because our names are similar. Imani is just so young, so strong, so beautifully black and mixed, or you know, her ethnicity. She's just so proud of her ethnicity, and she's just so who she is, and she's been through so much. And yes, it's a lot that she's carrying on her shoulders, but she still finds a way to get up every day and to just get it done, even though it may seem like it's going to be the hardest thing to do. And that is something that we literally have to deal with every day in real life. And it was just so raw and real, and she is just so raw and real, and I really love her. I can relate to some things that she went through, and it's just, I really love her. So yeah. And the next question is a book that made you cry, and that would be Dear Martin by Nick Stone. This book took me through the ringer, and it just really, this book is just so real, and I've spoken about it before. If you do not know what this book is, basically follows a character who is writing letters to Martin Luther King, basically getting his advice. And I mean, obviously Martin cannot write back, but it's just kind of therapeutic for him. Like, what would you do? I'm trying to do things how you would do them, or look at them a certain way because of the things that, you know, I cannot talk right now. I have another video where I have spoken about this book, and I did a perfect synopsis of I did a perfect description of this book, but right now I just can't. A book that made you happy. So a book that made me happy was The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This book was just unexpected. I was looking for a good summer book, a good book to read on vacation. Sorry, this lighting is just kind of bothering me. A book to read on vacation, and this book was, this book was it. I loved it so much, and yeah. So I can give you a little description. Olive Torres is used to being the unlucky twin. From inexplicable mishaps to a recent layoff, her life seems to be almost comically jinxed. By contrast, her sister Ami is an eternal champion. She even managed to finance her entire wedding by winning a slew of contests. Unfortunately for Olive, the only thing worse than constant bad luck is having to spend the wedding day with the best man and her nemesis, Ethan Thomas. This book is literally like a movie. If you are into rom-com chick flicks and you are looking for a book that matches that, pick this book up. I promise you, you will not regret it. It is literally exactly like a rom-com chick flick. So the next question is the most beautiful book that you bought this year, and that would be without a doubt With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I'm not sure. But this book is beautiful. Not even just, I mean, for one, it's one of those books where it feels really soft. It's a hardcover, but it still feels really soft. And then just look at the book without the sleeve. Oh my gosh, like this book just hands down, it's just the most beautifulest book. I didn't even pick, when I picked this book up and I bought it, I did not even know a lick about it. Like I had no clue what this book was about when I bought it. I just saw it and I was like, oh, what is this? I was actually with Jessica when I seen this book, and I was like, I don't even know what this is, but I'm going to get it just because it's so freaking pretty. And I do not regret it because it's as beautiful it's as beautiful in the inside as it is on the outside. Okay, and the last question is, what books do I need to read by the end of the year? And that would be The Raven Cycle. I used to have the books. I don't know where they went. Like, I literally have no clue where they went. I just had them about this time last year, but I need to repurchase all of them and I need to read them. I made it to I believe, the third book, and I can't even remember the name of it right now. It's really bad. But I really did enjoy those, and I feel like they've just been on the back burner for a long time. So I definitely want to get to that, through that whole entire series by the end of the year. And that is all. That is my mid-year freak out, and I actually am freaking out because I am so behind on my challenge. I think I'm about 11 books behind, and that is a lot. So hopefully, since I passed my test now, amen, thank you, since I have passed my test, I have just the rest of the summer to have fun, to vlog, to read, and I'm just going to try to catch up on my reading goals. So thank you guys so much for watching. And actually, let me see, currently I am at 298 subscribers. I'm about to hit 300 subscribers. It'll probably happen by the time I wake up. So thank you guys so much. This is a mid-year freak out. I'm freaking out because I haven't read that many books, and I'm freaking out because I'm about to be at 300 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I remember on my first video, my booktube newbie tag, where I basically said that I just want 5 subscribers, and I could not imagine me having 300. This is freaking insane. I really cherish every single subscriber because let me just tell you very quickly, YouTube is not like Instagram. It's not like Twitter. It's not like that. When you subscribe to someone on YouTube, it's not just a compulsive thing like, oh, she's pretty, let me just follow her or subscribe to her. You know, like that's what you do on Instagram. At least that's what I do. I'm like, oh, she's pretty, oh, she's funny, let me subscribe. I mean, let me follow. But on YouTube, you have to watch someone's entire video. You have to like their personality, like the way, like their aesthetic, or whatever they have going on. You have to enjoy it and really like it, and then that'll push you to subscribe, and then that'll push you to click the notification bell. And I notice every single one of you guys that continually comment under my videos, and I just always assume that you guys have the notifications on because I'll post a video and then your comments will come in maybe about an hour within it, and that's how I know you guys have your notifications on. And so I just appreciate it so much. It means the absolute world to me because this time last year I could not imagine myself on booktube. Like, I've always wanted to be on here, but it just, you know, like, things happen, and I'm so grateful and so glad that I'm on booktube and doing something that I absolutely love. I'm so happy, and we're gonna go so much further. I was supposed to post on Wednesday, but I didn't, so I'm posting, I don't know when this video is going up, hopefully soon. But basically, I missed a week in between my last couple of videos, but I'm going to be on it, okay? We're getting back on it. I'm just so excited that I passed my test and that I'm back, and I just hit 300. Well, I know that I will hit 300, and I just want to thank you guys. I'm babbling, I'm rambling, I'm sorry, but thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.